This is a problem from the IMO 2025. We're given a specific triangular grid of points and asked to cover it with exactly n lines. The problem introduces a special property. A line is called sunny if its slope isn't 0, undefined, or -1. Our task is to determine all possible values for k, the number of sunny lines we can use in our set of n. First, let's get a clear picture of the points we need to cover. The problem defines them as points with positive integer coordinates a and b. The main constraint is that the sum of the coordinates, a plus b, must be less than or equal to n plus 1. This forms a finite triangular arrangement of points in the first quadrant. To make this concrete, let's consider the case where n is 4. Here, we need to cover all points where a plus b is at most 5. For n equals 4, this gives us exactly 10 points. The problem states we must use precisely 4 lines to cover all of them. The question is, how many of these 4 lines can be sunny? Let's start by finding a simple, systematic way to cover the points. The most natural approach is to use lines that align with the grid's axes. Consider the set of n vertical lines defined by x equals 1, x equals 2, and so on, up to x equals n. Since a and b are positive integers, the smallest b can be is 1. The condition a plus b is less than or equal to n plus 1, therefore implies that a must be less than or equal to n. Since a is also at least 1, every point's x-coordinate lies between 1 and n, inclusive. So this set of vertical lines works. Now we need to count how many of these lines are sunny. Recall the definition. A line is sunny if its slope is not 0, undefined, or -1. Vertical lines have an undefined slope, which is one of the 3 forbidden values. Therefore, none of these lines are sunny. This construction shows that it is possible to satisfy the conditions with 0 sunny lines. So k equals 0 is a valid solution. Now that we have a solution for k equals 0, can we modify it to include exactly 1 sunny line? Let's try removing one of the vertical lines from our previous construction. We'll keep the lines from x equals 1 up to x equals n minus 1. This leaves us with 1 line to spare. By removing the line x equals n, which points from our target set are now left uncovered, the points we've missed are those with an x-coordinate of n. Given the constraints, what could the y-coordinate of such a point be? If the x-coordinate a is n, and a plus b is at most n plus 1, then since b must be at least 1, the only possibility is that eb is exactly 1. This is a key observation. By removing one vertical line, we've left just a single point uncovered. The point with coordinates n, 1. We have 1 line left in our budget of n lines to cover this single point. This gives us considerable freedom. We can simply choose any sunny line that passes through the point n, 1. For instance, a line with slope 1 works. Its slope is not 0, undefined, or -1, so it qualifies as sunny. So, our new set of n lines consists of n minus 1 vertical lines and 1 sunny line. By construction, this set covers all the required points. This set contains exactly 1 sunny line, proving that k equals 1 is also a valid solution. We've found solutions for k equals 0 and 1. To find the other possible values, we need a more powerful method of analysis. The key is to organize the points by their diagonals. Let's group the points based on the sum of their coordinates. We can define a diagonal d sub s as the set of all points where a plus b equals a constant s. For our grid, s ranges from 2 up to n plus 1. A sunny line has a slope that is not -1. The line a plus b equals s has a slope of -1. Therefore, a sunny line cannot be parallel to any of these diagonals. meaning it can intersect each diagonal at most once. This implies that k sunny lines can cover at most k points on any given diagonal. This makes them relatively inefficient for covering long diagonals. In contrast, a non-sunny line with slope -1, such as x plus y equals s, can cover an entire diagonal in a single stroke. This efficiency is the key to the solution. This difference in efficiency leads to a surprising result. For any n, the only other possible value for k is 3. We'll show a construction for k equals 3, and then argue why other values are impossible. Here's how to construct a solution for k equals 3. The strategy is to use the efficient non-sunny diagonal lines to cover the outer part of the grid, leaving a small core for the sunny lines. We use n-3 non-sunny lines of the form x plus y equals s, for s from 5 to n plus 1. These cover all points where the coordinate sum is 5 or greater. The remaining points are exactly those from the n equals 3 case. We can cover these 6 points with a special set of 3 sunny lines, y equals x, 2x plus y equals 5, and x plus 2y equals 5. This construction is complete. The n-3 diagonal lines cover the outer region, and the 3 sunny lines cover the inner core. The total number of lines is n, and exactly 3 are sunny. Let's revisit our n equals 4 example to see this construction in action. We use one non-sunny line, x plus y equals 5, to cover the outer diagonal. The remaining 6 points are then covered by our 3 special sunny lines. This provides a concrete visualization of the k equals 3 case. This proves that k equals 3 is a valid solution for all n. Note that when n is 3, the set of non-sunny lines is empty, and the 3 sunny lines cover the entire grid. So far, we've shown k can be 0, 1, or 3. Why can't it be anything else? The impossibility of k equals 2 stems from a small, unavoidable configuration of points at the corner of our grid. Consider the points 1, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 1. Any line passing through 2 of these 3 points must be either horizontal, vertical, or have a slope of -1. In other words, any line connecting 2 of these points is non-sunny. This means a single sunny line can only pass through one of these 3 points at a time. Therefore, to cover these 3 points, you must use at least 3 separate lines. If you only have 2 sunny lines, they can cover at most 2 of these points. The third point must be covered by one of your NAE-2 non-sunny lines. The heart of the formal proof is showing that any such non-sunny line creates an impossible situation for covering the rest of the grid with your remaining lines. An argument based on efficiency shows that k cannot be 4 or greater. The proof for why k can't be 4 or more is an argument of efficiency. An optimal solution must use its non-sunny lines on the largest diagonals. With 4 or more sunny lines, we simply don't have enough non-sunny lines to do this. This forces the sunny lines to contend with the dense core of the grid. But that core has a unique geometric property. It is perfectly and minimally covered by 3 sunny lines. Forcing a 4th line into that configuration is impossible. The structure doesn't support it, which gives us our contradiction. Therefore, k must be less than 4. We've built valid constructions for k equals 0, 1, and 3, and we've shown why all other values are impossible. Let's state the final result. For any n greater than or equal to 3, the set of possible values for k is always the same. The only possible values for k, the number of sunny lines, are 0, 1, and 3. The solution is surprisingly constant. Regardless of how large n gets, the geometric and combinatorial constraints of the problem restrict the number of sunny lines to just these 3 possibilities. The interplay between the efficient diagonal lines and the inefficient sunny lines creates a rigid structure that doesn't change as the grid grows. And that's our complete solution. I really enjoy working through these types of problems, where a clear structure emerges from a few simple rules. If you also enjoy these kinds of deep dives into Olympiad-level mathematics, consider subscribing to the channel. We'll be tackling more problems like this one. Thanks for watching.